I didn't let my niece make my dress. My niece Ashley is 17 and fully convinced she's the next big fashion icon. Thinks she's out here reinventing couture. She's been sewing since middle school, but let's just say, her stuff looks like it came from the clearance bin of a haunted thrift store. That's not me being mean, it's just reality. Mismatched fabrics, sleeves that look like they're trying to escape the shirt, and bold shapes that are basically hot-glued cardboard. But her mom, my sister Rachel, is her #1 hype woman, always posting stuff on Facebook like, future project runway winner, #proud mom, even when Ashley's latest creation looks like a scarecrow lost a bet. So, a few months ago, I got the biggest opportunity of my career. I work in marketing for a tech company, and they picked me to lead a product launch presentation in front of major investors, like multi-million-dollar deals on the line. And if I nailed it, it basically guaranteed my promotion to senior director. Huge deal. I was prepping like crazy. Slides, script, outfit, everything. Then, 2 weeks before the big day, Ashley cornered me at my mom's birthday dinner. Eyes lit up like she'd just won the lottery. She says, "I want to make you a custom dress for your presentation." Meanwhile, Rachel's next to her beaming like this was a Nobel Prize nomination. Now, I've seen Ashley's designs. Last year, she made our cousin Emma's homecoming dress. It literally fell apart at the dance. The zipper gave up mid-photo, the seams split during the cha-cha slide, and Emma spent half the night hiding in the bathroom with safety pins and silent tears. She also made our aunt a jacket for Christmas that had one sleeve longer than my mortgage contract and pockets you couldn't even open. But hey, it's art. I tried to politely decline, said I already had something picked out, but Ashley kept going on about how this could be my portfolio piece, and how your look would complete the vision. Rachel jumped in with the guilt trip like it was her full-time job. You never support her dreams. So I caved, kind of. I said, okay, but I'd like to see a sketch first. Ashley shows up to my apartment that weekend with this drawing that looked like someone gave a toddler a crayon and too much coffee. It had asymmetrical panels, patches of shiny and velvet and denim, and something she called architectural elements that were literally cardboard triangles sewn into the chest. I told her it was very creative. Translation, what is this? But asked if she could tone it down and make something more professional. She got offended, told me I didn't get her vision. Rachel later texted saying I was crushing her creative spirit. Cool. A week later, Ashley shows up again, with a half-finished dress and a measuring tape. I try it on and immediately feel like a sausage being stuffed into a paper bag. The neckline was crooked, one sleeve was tight, and the other looks like it belonged to a scarecrow. And there were loose threads like it was held together with vibes. I looked in the mirror and just knew. There was no way I could wear this to the most important moment of my career. But Ashley was beaming, taking photos like we were about to launch a fashion line, talking about posting it on Instagram with hashtags like #custom couture and #emerging designer. That's when I made the call. I told her the dress was beautiful. Lie. But I was going to wear something I already owned. Something I felt confident and professional in. That I appreciated her effort, but I needed to feel 100% secure in what I was wearing that day. Cue meltdown. Ashley burst into tears, shouting that I never believed in her, that I was just like everyone else who didn't appreciate her art. Rachel called me within the hour, screaming about how I humiliated Ashley, made her question her talent, and basically ruined her life. My mom tried to stay neutral and said maybe I could wear the dress to something less important, like a backyard brunch or the apocalypse. Fast forward to presentation day. I wore a simple, clean black blazer dress from Nordstrom. Classy, polished, no cardboard anywhere. I felt like an absolute boss. The presentation went flawlessly. The investors loved our product. I answered every question like I was on Shark Tank, and by the end, they were talking about doubling their investment. My boss pulled me aside and said, "You crushed it. Also, just so you know, multiple investors told me how polished and confident you looked. It really added to their trust." Oh, and yeah, I got the promotion. Later that night, I got another text from Rachel. "Hope it was worth crushing your niece's dreams for a blazer dress." You know what? It was.